are here for the EFT Business Spotlight, and we're here to introduce Louise Sage, all the way from Australia. So Louise, after using EFT to overcome years of anxiety and stress, self-criticism and fear, she is now a certified EFT practitioner herself. And Louise uses what she's learned in her own personal journey to bring peace and clarity and calm to her clients. She's based in Australia, and we are happy to have her here on the Business Spotlight. So we just want to welcome Louise. Hi.
Hi, Greg. Hi, Lena. Thanks for having me. It's great to be here.
It's our pleasure. So, Louise, we always start off with asking people how they found this interesting tool. What was the origin of you coming across this?
Yeah, okay. So about 15 years ago, someone gave me a book on thought field therapy written by Roger Callahan, and I was intrigued. So did a little bit of investigation, and that led me to find Gary Craig and to study all of the things that he had available. And he's the founder of EFT. So that was awesome. But yeah, 15 years ago. So I started my journey back then.
And so what was it helping you with back then when you found it? What were you looking for relief from, can I ask?
Yeah, okay. So I was just in a place in my life where very, very stressed and feeling a lot of overwhelm. And I was actually able to use the EFT that I learnt through Gary Craig to actually help me cope just with life and the feelings and emotions that I was having at that time that were overwhelming me and affecting every part of my life.
Yeah. And I hate to say that, but that's just so rampant, isn't it? So
Yeah.
many people are feeling these days the stress and overwhelm with so many different areas of their life. Let me ask you a little bit. So you're in private practice. What do you tend to like to work with the most? What's your specialty? Could you talk a little bit about your practice?
Yep. So the practice, basically, I see clients who are in a similar position to what I was in, who are facing a point in their life where they've come to realise that they are so stressed and overwhelmed that it's affecting every part of their life, whether it be in their career or business, or whether it be in their family or home life. And so basically they come to me when they've actually reached a point that they really want to deal with this, and the stress is no longer just a background noise, it becomes very loud in their lives. And so I really focus and honing on in dealing with all of that and the overwhelm.
And I saw that on your website you talk a lot about limiting beliefs. Tell people a little bit about that and how it connects with maybe the feeling of that overwhelm and stress and too much going on.
Yeah, for sure. So I see a lot of clients who have actually got a lot of limiting beliefs. And I guess the easiest way to describe that is that's the self-talk that goes on. You may be wanting to have a positive affirmation in your life that's saying, I'm going to do this, or I'm going to achieve this goal. And the limiting belief is just the actual thought that is really going on behind that. And so a lot of my clients come to me with limiting beliefs about, themselves and what they are able to achieve in life. And so we actually really drill down into those limiting beliefs and find out where they came from in their history, and actually go back and resolve those limiting beliefs, which is just a beautiful process.
Can you give some ideas? I mean, limiting beliefs for those people that really don't grapple, like, what does that mean exactly? Could you give maybe some examples of ones that you've helped people with or that you encounter often?
Yeah, so ones that I encounter often are to do with the belief that they're not good enough. It is a really common limiting belief across section of our community out there. And, these beliefs come from early childhood. And so that belief of I'm not good enough can be stopping you from achieving any of your goals that you really want to set in life. It can be stopping you from achieving happiness, even if you feel that you're not deserving, which is another limiting belief that goes pretty hand in hand with that, and that's that I don't deserve. And so these are things that we can really, once you flip those limiting beliefs on their head, a whole different aspect of life can open up for people.
That's great. And many times those limiting beliefs, it's not like people are aware of them when they start the process.
Exactly. And it's only through doing working with an EFT practitioner one-on-one of actually drilling down back through some of the things that are maybe currently happening in your life, that then you can look back and see, where did that sort of pattern begin? And a limiting belief creates a pattern through your life whereby you actually, it's confirmation bias, basically. You actually keep recreating situations that confirm your limiting belief in your life. And so you are really able to, through this beautiful process of EFT, gently and really calmly tease out those limiting beliefs that you may not have even been aware are underlying the stress that you're living.
That's great. That's great. So how can people, like, I want to know, like, how you work with people. Or is it individually? Is it in person only in Australia? Like, what's your practice like?
So at the moment, it's a really lovely cross section of people from all over. I do sessions via Zoom or Skype, which work perfectly well and have been proven to be just as good as in person. I also have a tapping room here in the Hills District in Sydney, where I see clients one-on-one. And I'm just currently starting to go into businesses and run women's wellness workshops for corporations that are interested in caring for their staff. And at the moment, I've just started, with working with women in the workforce to help them with stress.
Nice, so needed. So Louise, share how people can get in touch with you and your website address so that they can contact you or find out more about you on your website.
Yeah, so my website is www.tapintowellbeing.com.au. You can contact me there. You can also contact me via my Facebook page, which is Tap Into Wellbeing. And also, if you would like to email me, info@tapintowellbeing.com.au.
It's all about well-being, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It is. That's great. Thank you so much for joining us. I think anybody that, felt the need, that was dealing with this overwhelming stress, would just do so well with you. So thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me.